All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Clarity breakout room. Today, we're going to be chatting about the Clarity DAO pitch competition, trying to get the word out about that. We're really excited about it. Talk about a few catalyst proposals, and then we'll also show a quick demo of some somewhat off-chain, somewhat on-chain temperature check bounty platform that we've been developing. So I will share screen and just kind of talk about the DAO pitch competition. Welcome everyone that just joined. Great. So you guys can see my screen, I'm assuming. So essentially, what Clarity is, while in a few months it will be a product where you can spin up a DAO, have on-chain governance, create proposals, and manage your DAOs in that way in a no-code platform. Right now, what we're doing is building a community. And really the community that we're building is just people who believe in the potential of decentralized projects and organizations. We see a lot of different projects that want to operate as DAOs, and we really want to be a project that enables these people to keep creating. So one way that, I guess one quick thing, is we do have a community town hall each week. This week it's on Thursday at 3 p.m. UTC. Would love to have anyone join if you're interested. We'll be sharing more about what we're building and all that good stuff there. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the Clarity DAO pitch competition. So right now we have a proposal it's in the DAO section. And really the idea of this proposal is to put on a incubator for early stage DAO projects. So the proposal requests $50,000 and 20,000 of this 50,000 is going to be distributed equally among incubator participants, and 20,000 is allocated to pay for incubator operations, so sourcing different DAOs, getting different industry experts on to talk to these early stage DAOs, and then 10,000 is allocated for a prize for the winner of the DAO pitch competition. So in the next few months, what we will be doing is having 4 pitch competitions, serving as kind of the first round in the bracket. And if the winner of this pitch competition, these first round, they'll move on to the final round. So we'll have final round pitches for a pot of $13,000. So we're really excited about this because we think it's going to be an awesome chance for projects to get their idea out there, gain connections, and even get some funding to help push their idea along. And with this, what we need the community's help with is finding projects that are interested in pitching. We want as many projects as possible to pitch their ideas and pitch their early stage DAO projects in this competition. And we'll be putting it on virtually for the first 4. And we're thinking about having the final round at Rare Bloom. We're not sure yet, but that might be where it happens. So yeah, I guess overall, this proposal aim is to provide an incubator program to equip early stage DAOs with the knowledge and tools they need to build their communities and projects. And we're excited about the experts that we're going to bring on to have workshop with these early stage DAOs to talk about things like community building, tokenomics, and how to operate a compliant DAO, DAOs as legal entities in different jurisdictions. But yeah, that's I'll pause there and open it up for, I did forget one big detail. So with the Clarity DAO pitch competition, I think one of the questions is, how is a winner chosen? So how a winner is chosen is, so what we're doing is voting power is decided by the ownership of the Clarity community NFT. And if you hold more than one, if you hold 2, you have a voting power of 2. If you hold 3, you have a voting power of 3. So after these DAOs pitch their ideas, there'll be probably a week or so for the holders of the Clarity community NFT to go on and vote for the project that they want to either move on to the next round and get the prize money or win the whole thing. So we think that will be a really fun way to do it, and the communities that get the most support will win. So it's not really like a panel of 5 judges. It's going to be a community oriented winner thing. But I'll pause there, and if anyone has any questions, before we move on to the next thing, I'm happy to answer them. I see a hand.
So once a winner is chosen in the competition, will there be a further collaboration between Clarity and the winner, or is it like, oh, you get the prize money and then see you later?
Well, we would love for there to be a lasting relationship. There won't be a contract that says, yeah, if you win, you have to collaborate with Clarity in the future, or anything like that. But yeah, we would love for the DAOs that help get funding through this competition to want to, you know, stay part of the Clarity community and help other projects as well.
How do you get these NFTs?
Go to the, here, I'll show you.
All right.
Just go to clarity.community. Click NFT. And then mint it. And we're using NFT Maker. So it's a super easy process. Just takes you through how it normally looks. Just got to connect your Nami or Eternal, whatever you use. And you can get the NFT.
Cool.
Any other questions?
The third ADA is the charge for making the NFTs, minting.
Yeah, so it's 30 ADA, and the money from the sales of this NFT they actually feed the Clarity community NFT treasury. And you know, every few weeks within the Clarity community, we put out a bounty. So this week there's a 100 ADA bounty out in order to create a tagline for the Clarity, you know, brand community. So that's what we do with the funds we raise from the NFT money. It feeds the community treasury, and then we have votes whether to create bounties to use these funds.
Oh, so does the NFT give you like a say in the treasury in general too?
Yeah, the community.
Gotcha.
So
cool.
Yeah, so in theory, you know, if these NFTs sell out and there's a good amount of money in the Clarity treasury, we could have a vote to say, let's add 1,000 ADA to the DAO pitch prize competition. It could be anything. Or let's use the treasury funds to buy a rare balloon ticket or something like that. Yeah.
So
you don't have to raise your hand, man. You can just jump in.
Yeah. So how do you plan to make sure there are no attacks on the NFT treasury? As in, I'm guessing right now there should be less than 50 members, right? So if someone just puts in about, say, 500 or 600 bucks and buys like enough NFTs, they have like almost complete control over the treasury, right? So how do you plan to like stop that from happening?
So right now, honestly, we don't have many safeguards in place. You could technically buy as many NFTs as you want. And I think that would be, it would be cool because people would be interested as long as it's not a bad actor. But in terms of protecting from bad actors, I think that's always a risky run.
How big is the team now for you, Logan?
Yeah, so I will click our team. So our team is, it's growing. We actually just made a hire as well. So he's not on here, but this project, this DAO infrastructure project, is a partnership between Clear Contracts and MLabs to bring no-code DAO tooling to the Cardano ecosystem. So we have, obviously, this is me. Justin is also on this breakout room. He's in charge of UI UX development for the protocol. Then we have a lot of the MLabs guys, Mark and Ben and Jack. Notable thing about Jack, he's worked a lot on Agora, which is the open source governance module that Liquid and MLabs are building out for Cardano projects. So he brings a lot of expertise on that, as Clarity will be built on top of Agora, extending that and putting a front end to it. And then Ben Cross is the technical project manager. Nigel has been just accomplishing milestones left and right, proposal advancement and voting and all that. And then Kevin was our intern last summer, he just ended, but he helped out with some UI UX stuff. And then we have some cool advisors on board too. So Mateen, not sure if you've heard of Sunday Swap, but he is the CEO of Sunday Swap. He's an advisor on the Clarity project. And then Shannon, she is a mentor of mine from kind of my Stanford network, and she was actually an early member of MakerDAO. So she brings a lot of expertise there. And then Luke, he's also from the Stanford network. He works at the Golden State Warriors, and he's very interested in the intersection of DAOs, Web3 and sports. So yeah, that's the team. But really, our team is the whole community as well. And we really are open to collaborating. And if anyone wants to get involved, we're very open to that. So before we do, Justin, how you doing? I know you're trying to deploy it. You kind of deposit. How are you?
Good.
Okay, I'll talk about the Catalyst proposals real quick, and then we can demo that. So we want to use this opportunity with you guys in the room to talk about our Fund 9 Catalyst proposals. And I'll just say a few words about each and kind of show an example of what they are. So the Clarity DAO infrastructure proposal, really what this does is it will be used to pay the core technical team members to complete 9 key milestones that will enable us to create a no-code platform for simple DAO creation, proposal creation, and on-chain voting for projects on Cardano. So we think this is a very important proposal in terms of bringing this infrastructure to market. The Clarity DAO incubator, I already talked about that a good amount, so I'll skip over that one. The Cardano DAO dashboard proposal, that's also one I'm pretty excited about. This proposal requests $12,500 to build a dashboard that displays key DAO metrics on Cardano. So with a lot of DAOs planning to extend Agora for their operations, we'll be able to have access to a lot of APIs that will give great information on the state of DAOs on Cardano. So where we drew inspiration from with this one was actually this website, which is on Ethereum. If it loads, there you go. So really what you can see here is these are all the DAOs that operate on Ethereum. So within all their treasuries, they have $11 billion. They have 3.8 million governance token holders, and you can see all sorts of information. And you can also go in to see, what's Uniswap up to. They got a huge treasury. They have a lot of governance token holders, and they're 92 proposals. So you can see all these interesting things. And with Agora, by creating APIs to display this information, we'll be able to do this for Cardano. So we think that's a pretty exciting proposal as well. And then another one that I'm really excited about is the building compliant DAOs. So what this one is really, we're working with a group called DLT 360. They're a group of legal specialists that we've talked to for probably over a year now. They've been in the Cardano ecosystem. And really the goal of this proposal is to research different jurisdictions around the world, find where, what are the different laws that have come to fruition and what are the precedents that have been set in different jurisdictions, so that when DAOs want to operate on Cardano, we can provide kind of a roadmap of, oh, you're this kind of DAO in this jurisdiction, this is how you could set up. And we really want to make it a cohesive process, not only to start a DAO, but start a compliant DAO. We think that will be very important. And then the last one is the dashboard of impact and DAO tools proposals. So what this one is there's a lot of tools coming to market on Cardano. And if you're just getting involved in the ecosystem, there's not really a place where you can see, okay, what are the governance tools I can use? What are the treasury management tools I can use? So we think that it would be beneficial to have a dashboard where all these different projects are displayed, and projects that want to operate on the Cardano blockchain can see, okay, this is what I could use for fundraising. This is what I could use for networking in Cardano. This is what I could use for hiring. So really, where we drew inspiration for this is this is also another Ethereum-based product. So you can see, if you want to create a token on Ethereum, these are the best things to use. So we think it would be useful for the Cardano ecosystem to have this too. But yeah, I digress. I'll stop talking, but we would really appreciate support on these Catalyst proposals. We really think what we're doing will be great for the DAO ecosystem and Cardano in general.
In general, what type of functionality will be like available when Clarity launches? So if I have like the Luke DAO, what will I be able to do from that like early stage?
Yeah,
using
so
Clarity?
yeah, so what you can do, here, I'll honestly just show you what it will look like. Give me a second. It's always better to put a picture to it. All righty. I'm not sharing screen. There we go. Yeah, so say you wanted to build Luke DAO and you wanted to pool money together with your friends to invest in some like degen NFTs or something. You can.
You read my mind.
So really this will be off-chain information, put the socials of the DAO, name of the DAO, image, and this is when the on-chain stuff comes into play. So what you can do is you can put in the policy ID of like the NFT or the governance token that you want to govern your treasury. Then you can set thresholds to create a proposal. So maybe you need to have 5 of these NFTs to have the power to create a proposal or something like that. How many people, or what's the weight that has to be co-signed in order to make this proposal leave the draft phase and go to a vote. And then you can also put in the proposal approval. So is it 51%? Is it 70%? And you can kind of customize your DAO rules there. And then you can also customize how long is your draft period, voting period, and other periods. But what you can do is you can see all of the proposals that you're involved in. So because your wallet's connected, it sees what assets in your wallet, and you can it knows which DAOs you're a part of based off the policy ID of the governance token associated with the governor contract. So you can see all your proposals, you can click in, see more about them, cast an on-chain vote right there. And you can also control staking to DAOs through the Clarity platform. And staking is what dictates your voting power on Clarity. But yeah, that's the basic functionality there.
Cool. But did you have to like add a lot to Agora for this project to come together, or does Agora kind of have like a lot of that stuff already integrated? I don't know too much about Agora.
Yeah,
but,
so
yeah.
version 1 is very close to the functionality of Agora. There will be a few things we're going to add in terms of features, more planned in version 2.
Sure.
Still thinking about what those might be, but yeah, that a lot of this is enabled by Agora, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
When I sign in, Logan, on Clarity, it shows Ethereum wallet. Is it connected to the Ethereum wallet or Cardano?
So you might be on a different Clarity. There is a Clarity that is on Ethereum. It's clarity.community. Here, I'll put the link in the chat. Are you going to the website? There you go, I sent it in the chat.
Okay, but the Clarity is this the same team, Logan, or these are different teams? Sorry.
What can you elaborate on that question? I'm not quite sure what you mean.
The Clarity.so on Ethereum is Clarity.
It's completely different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same name. Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions before we move on to the last thing we wanted to chat about today. All right, Justin, I'll
Yeah.
give the floor to you.
Awesome. Let me share screen here. Sorry, everyone. Computer's bugging. All right. Should be sharing now. Are people seeing this?
Yeah.
Not
Looks
coming
like,
through at all.
it looks like it's slow, but yeah, it's working.
But just really delayed.
Yeah, your mic is doing that thing again.
Okay, I think I'm on a like huge delay right now, so I'm just gonna, I think it's like a 10-second delay, so I'm just gonna start talking. And if other people are talking, I apologize if I'm talking over you for a little bit, but I'll have your questions while I'm answering about this. So yeah, this is the Clarity governance portal that we've been working on for the last little bit, sorry. And here, I'll connect my wallet here. So you can see what's going on. So I'll accept these terms of use, connect my wallet here. And this is gonna check my voting power for the Clarity platform. So you see my wallet just connected up there. Sorry, loading. Cool. So now you can see right now this is the first bounty that we're gonna be putting out. So we have a Clarity slogan. These are just fillers in right now. We have some submissions that'll be live once we get this deployed here this week. So yeah, you can see I can come in here with my wallet, my assets verified. It knows that I hold an NFT, so it knows that I have voting power. And I can come in here and I can vote on you know, the different slogans. So we'll use this to do some community polling, like Logan said. So we're using this to determine who's the winner of a couple different bounties, and yeah, just a way to kind of incentivize people to help out and be able to contribute to what we're building.
Yeah, thanks, Justin. Yeah, I mean, really, it's a dead simple way to just have a pseudo on-chain vote, just verifying the amount of assets in your wallet to determine voting powers, to have kind of a somewhat of an off-chain temperature check. But yeah, we're happy to chat about anything. That's like everything that was on our agenda to talk about. Happy to answer any questions, but seriously appreciate everyone hopping in and listening to, you know, me talk about what we're building and whatnot.
How's Florida, Logan?
Florida is good, man. It has been hot and I'm excited for it to cool down, but I'd rather have it hot than cold.
Okay, so you got moved down there last time we talked. I think you were driving cross country. This DAO pitch that you have, do you have a start date and finish date? And is it funded or is it waiting for Fund 9 proposals to be funded?
Good question. Yeah, we don't have dates yet. We're gonna nail down the dates in the next few weeks for the first round events. And the second part of the question, if we get the proposal funded, the winner of the competition will get $14,000. And if we do not get the proposal funded, the winner of the competition will get $5,500.
Okay, so you said you're gonna nail it down, but you mentioned that you wanted to have the final at Rare Bloom, which I think is early or mid-October.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we're kind of in between on that. We've talked to the Rare Bloom guys about it. It would be cool to do, but we also know that not everyone that's going to be pitching will be at Rare Bloom. So having the ability to pitch remotely will be pretty important. So the DAO pitch competition doesn't have every detail laid out yet, but we'll definitely announce once we do have it figured out.
So when Harsher wins because he bought up a good supply of the NFTs for governance, what is it that you're going to bring to him? And I know Harsher, so I can tease him a little bit about his question. But what is it that you're actually going to bring to the winner of the DAO pitch in your consulting?
Yeah, so obviously the money is part of it, but more so than the money, we're going to give access to kind of 10 educational classes and bring industry experts in on each of those topics. So tokenomics, community building, and really just let all the projects talk to each other, collaborate, talk to us about what they need, see what connections we can provide for them. So that's kind of what we would do outside of just the pitch competition.
Okay, and what does the pitch competition consist of? Is it just a 5-minute pitch like C4C did last week on Town Hall, or is it something more?
Yeah, so each project will have 5 minutes to pitch, and then there'll be a short time for Q&A after. And then after that, there'll be about a week for people to vote.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Appreciate the questions.
Sorry, how is the vote tallied again? So I think you said it was off chain, just out of curiosity.
So for the vote, what we'll be doing is we're going to be having the vote, well, unless the community wants to have it on that Clarity Bounty platform, we could do that. But we were planning on using the Clarity Discord bot, which we partnered with Hazelnet to build. So the final votes will be tallied using that Discord bot that authenticates wallets and assets in the wallet in order to give voting power.
Oh, cool. So what wallets does that bot work with?
Any Cardano wallet.
Any Cardano wallet, very cool. Cool.
Is there some kind of a challenge specified for which project can apply for the competition?
Any project can apply as long as you're an early stage DAO.
As long as you're early stage DAO, or if you're building DAO tooling, or it doesn't matter. Or I understand that it's why there's an, let's say, the catalyst challenge setting.
Mm-hmm.
Is it correct?
Yeah, I think the catalyst setting is, a much larger pot of money to build DAO infrastructure. Really what we're looking to do is, help early stage DAO projects that may not necessarily be looking to build out Plutus smart contracts and whatnot to launch themselves as DAOs and grow their communities. But in terms of who can apply, as long as you want to build a community or build a DAO on Cardano, it's fair game.
So you talked about the legal proposal you have up that was like to research jurisdictions. So like, which ones are you kind of like, are there like jurisdictions you're particularly interested in, like other than, of course, like Wyoming?
Yeah, definitely. So let's see, what did we write on the proposal when we were going through it? I know.
Yeah, it's all the details.
Yeah, I know we talked about looking into Switzerland, United States, obviously. We have, all right, here's what we have. United States, hotspot jurisdiction. So that would be Singapore, Brazil, and Cayman Islands, France, Germany, Switzerland. And those are the ones that we identified as jurisdictions that we wanted to research. Definitely will be interesting if we do get the opportunity to get that one funded and really dive into that.
Yeah, I'd be interested to learn more because like I only understand like Wyoming. It's like, how are they designated DAOs as separate from LLCs? And it was like in Wyoming, it seemed like the DAO controlled the LLC, which I mean, I don't know, it's an interesting concept, but yeah, it's like, where will the best place to land eventually fall on? And it's like, why wouldn't you just go to like, yeah, some crazy offshore place and just make a DAO there, you know?
And then there's a lot of like different projects that have like the company that pays employees is based in the States, but the company that like receives DAO funding is based in the Caymans. And then there is a cool paper that's been shared around a lot, at least in my circles. It's like legal wrappers for DAOs.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, let me see if I can just put it in the chat.
Yeah, if you have it.
Let's see. I'll try to find it.
Another question about the competition itself for me. I'm not sure that I completely understand. It's going to be a physical event on the Rare Bloom convention?
Potentially. So the first 4 rounds will be remote, completely remote. And if we have the opportunity to have the final at Rare Bloom, we will carry that out, but we're not 100% sure and haven't confirmed with them if we're going to do that yet.
So when it's the Rare Bloom event is supposed to happen?
It's on the 14th and 15th of October, I think.
15th of October?
October, yeah, mid-October in Denver.
In Denver.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, let's see. How long has it been? Had a pretty good breakout room here. Happy to answer any more questions if anyone has them. If you are interested in, getting involved in Clarity, we will have town hall on Thursday. I think it was at 3:00 UTC. And if you want to participate in Clarity governance and maybe get your project some voting power, you can always get our NFT. I think that will be advantageous. Let's see, anything else? Justin, anything else that you can think of you want to chat about?
No, just we always appreciate the support with the Catalyst proposal. So yeah, if anybody has any questions reading through any of those in any more detail, always feel free to reach out to us. But yeah, we'd appreciate your guys' support.
Hey guys, sorry, I'm just going around other rooms. Is there going to be the recording for this one on your YouTube or something?
Yeah, I'll send the recording over to the Swarm team and they'll post it after.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Cheers.
Cheers. I mean, no one's talking, but it seems like no one wants to leave. What do you guys want to chat about?
Oh, I was about to say I'm gonna hop on.
All right. See
But
you.
anyway, it's nice talking to you.
Thanks for
Later,
joining.
everyone.
I'm sure.
Yeah, cheers.
See ya.
Good luck with your proposal. Your vote is you can count on my vote at least.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Likewise.
Ciao.
Thank you guys.
And then there were 4, and then there were 3. All right, Shine, I'm gonna end the recording.